Hi Tauruses, my name is Luciani. I'll be doing a love forecast for June 2019. Guys, thank you so much for coming to this channel. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. This is a safe and healing space. This is for your Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you have your Venus and Mars in Taurus, just if you don't know those placements, just look up the link below, cafeastrology.com, and you'll see those planet placements. This is only a general reading. If you need a personal reading, I have my email below. You can contact me. All right, so let's get into Taurus's love energies for June 2019. Look at Taurus's messages. Love messages for June. All right, so we have a couple that came out. So Spirit wants to tell y'all something, okay? So we have the first one that came out, free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. We have love yourself first. We have your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Then we have wedding here. We have the situation involves marriage. This could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, and we had getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. All right, this wasn't my intention to pull these many, but Spirit has a couple of messages for Tauruses. So one, I definitely see you guys, there's a couple of messages, so just take what resonates. The first message I immediately felt like is Taurus is definitely in the love triangle, where some of you guys are possibly married in a committed relationship, a living situation together, and you know, this is just you wanting, it's like you guys have a soulmate on the side, and it's like you're trying to, it's a deeper relationship. One of the two, whether it's your committed relationship or the person that is outside of the relationship, it seems as though like someone has to free themselves of their commitments, their marriages, to be with this other person that they really feel a strong connection to. And it's like some of you guys are just at this turning point of, well, what makes best sense for me and what I love and what my self-respect is. Some of you guys are in relationships that just doesn't feel deep. It doesn't feel as if they have a respect for you or of that nature, and it really just feels like it's time to really free yourself of anything that really undermines the love of self, the respect for self, so that you can have like a soulmate connection. It seemed like you guys definitely have someone that's in the midst that could possibly be someone that you really connect to. And the more and more you get to know each other, the more and more you realize you might have to keep an open mind, just due to the fact that there's possible situations that you're going through or are undergoing. It's like you have to make a choice between your committed relationship and the one that you really feel a deep bond with. Other Tauruses, this definitely feel an energy where you guys, again, are in committed relationships, and it just seems like this couldn't be the one for you. This definitely is the romantic partner that you really love and seek, and you guys differ in a lot of ways, but at the same time, you know that it's definitely a balancing act that takes place because of this difference of expectations and your usual type. Okay, I think what strengthens this bond that you have in this committed relationship, instead of feeling like you have to free yourself of it, if you guys can really mend what you really want to mend, you guys have to really talk about your innermost selves. It's time to really get deep and really talk about the things that we really hold back ourselves talking about because due to our pride. It's like time to really talk about the things that really hurt us. It's time to be vulnerable with one another in order for this to really kind of sustain each other. But it just seems as though, Taurus, it is also time for you to realize that if this isn't really occurring, you do have to love yourself and have enough dignity and pride and knowing that what you emotionally want to attract, you know, you have to might free yourself from something that really feel like a committed partner, but it just maybe too many differences that you might feel like you have to free yourself from. Oh, all right, so let's get into some tarot here and see what comes up between you guys. Taurus's love energies. Taurus's. And you don't necessarily have to be married to them, but it's definitely a long-term commitment, some sort of commitment that you've established with someone. I really feel like most Tauruses have a decision to make between someone that they're in a committed relationship with and someone that they really had their eye on, and they have to free themselves of one or the other. All right. Okay, wow. So we have all of them. Wow. Well, I definitely see deception between two people. Someone is just having an indecision about, ambivalent about something that they're going back and forth in their mind about. Something that just feels like is something deceptive. Something is in hiding. It just seems like between two people. And this is mental space. So if this is you, Taurus, or your significant other, this is definitely someone looking to make a decision between someone and someone else. This is smack dab in a reading. And this is a mental space. This person's in a mental space here, making mental notes on things. There's some sort of hidden plan. There is some sort of hidden plan here. And the hidden plan is the decision between two people, two things, two directions in life. Okay? Because again, with these swords energy here, this Ten of Swords and this Page of Swords, it just feels like a lot of betrayal between the two of you. A lot of sorrow and grief. And it's just like clear communication is coming in. The truth of the matter, a lot of truths being revealed here, where it's a lot of clarity, but the clarity is actually very tumultuous. Something very like stabbing. It just feels like a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. And we really just want to move forward into calm waters, right? With this Empress here, someone just wants to move into fertility, continuing on a creative end, action-oriented, legal matters being sought out. But for the most part, with this Empress and this Temperance here, this Venus energy and Jupiter-based energy, it just feels like there's a lot of luck on you guys' side, okay? I feel like some of you guys, endings really transformed into you becoming balanced, ironically. And the bottom energy feels like, since they had the truth of the matter, someone is really understanding who they naturally are as a creative force, as a manifester, as a lover, as a wife. I see a lot of balance between something that's being trying to be created, and it's very hard to make the decision. Something feels like a very successful move with the Sun card here. I see a lot of Leo energy here. I also see Sagittarian, Venus energy, so Libra and Taurus. But for the most part, I'm just really picking up that there's a lot of obstacles with something that you feel content with. There's a lot of obstacles with something that feels like it is a success, but there's a lot of difficult paths that's alongside with it. A lot of ego I'm feeling, a lot of things that we have to start meditating on, and the things that we might have to meditate on is just not putting in the work needed to master our own energies, our own learning about our own selves, things that are obstacles within us. I do see that that is a big issue. Someone's really not seeing their own lazy energy. Just to be quite frank with you, that's like just very much so. It's not like a lot of hard work is being made. There's a lot of someone. It's very unethical. Someone is even kind of like take the shortcut in life for finances and material abundance. It's like how they go about it is really talking a good game, but really don't have the dutifulness behind that energy. And it's because they're controlling how they want their life to become. It's a very materialistic energy attached to this. And they'll do whatever they can to ascertain that kind of status, which can be borderline unethical. And I feel like either you, Taurus, or whomever that this applies to, picks up on that. And you just start realizing it's really the love that I really want. I feel like this hidden plan of between two people really feels good to you. It feels really, really good to you. I'm also feeling like this top energy is just coming to anything that's coming to an end really is turning into balance, but the balance is really questioned because someone really doesn't know how to control their ego. It's like they could bring balance in their life, but it's always back and forth, cooperating, moderating. I feel like moderating our behaviors is very important here. Our mental behaviors, things that we just hold on to and we really don't let it go, so that at the same, it's like what we hold on to is our ego, but it's really keeping us at still in that grief stage, that feeling of heartache and pain stage. But there's like angels looking over you and letting you know that you do shine. There's a lot of options out here that you could choose from. If you don't feel like you can, you're not going to find like this happiness here. But it happens, it's here, and it's like you're ambivalent because something has to come to a bitter end for you to create balance, and that's the decision. Like, how can I leave a relationship that's, that's my bread and butter or something like that. And in the bottom energy, it just seems like there's a lot of clear communication and knowing what you want and nurturing and caring and what fills you up with love and abundance and joy. And it's just like a lot of deception happened here, and it caused a lot of obstacles and distractions, which really took away from somebody's ability to really work on themselves and really um, apply themselves in any shape way. It seemed like their spirit was taken away from them because of all of the things that could have possibly happened. Or that was just their energy here. And things that felt like are very successful and balancing, it seems so dichotomous, where on one end you feel so content and happy and balanced with this person, but at the same time it's just a lot of betrayals, and just it has to come to an end at the same time. And that's the challenge of walking away with things that feels very flowing and loving, but at the same time, there's a lot of deception and difficult moments and obstacles. All right, so let's pull some crystals here and see what messages we get here. Two more messages for Taurus love reading, guys. June 2019. Okay. One more message. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, I really feel like there's a learning experience here. Okay, there's definitely a learning experience that's taking place here. If you guys see like animals that you see all the time outside, look at the metaphysical message behind this. Some of you guys really should get a pet. It kind of like helps the reunion between each other. I don't know why I got that. Others of you guys, again, you could be seeing the same animal over and over again. You probably have like a deep connection with animals. And if you see like a centipede over and over and over again, look up the metaphysical meaning behind it, because it seemed like it will give you the clarity that you need. Someone's inner child is really broken here. Someone acts like very shallow and materialistic and deceptive and all of that nature, because their inner child, the things they've experienced growing up, was wounded, and they really need to heal those aspects about themselves in order for them to truly learn what they are. Someone has to go into learning and mastering themselves, because there's this time right now to really learn what could be really hurting our wounds, hurting our spirits, hurting our inner child. Also, with this energy of fluorite, there's this thing where we have to let new knowledge and stimulate learning come into us. This is also decision making. Some of you guys, again, are making decisions on what just to gain clear perspective. Whatever that feels confusing, you guys are really up in the air about it, and it's a hidden agenda. I feel like no one knows what kind of a decision that you have to make. But yeah, like some of you guys, whatever that's love that you love and that's inspiring you, I think that you guys, the timing is right to kind of do what you have to do, because if a marriage is making you feel out of alignment and there's a lot of deception and betrayal and all of these things, and you're very clear as to what is taking place, you're very clear you have to free yourself. It just seems like the timing is right. You know, this is a powerful time to learn and grow. Also, to move forward in any decisions that you do want to make. I feel like with this rose quartz, there's a deepening of self-love here. Love yourself first also came out, which is directly attached to this inner child. A lot of heart healing here, okay? Um, I feel like a lot of stress and intensity has been going on where we have to really open up our vulnerable emotions and aspects of ourselves. Okay, it's time to reconnect to ourselves within opening up our aspects of ourselves. It's really time to be spontaneous. Like, I think spontaneously you just go ahead on and move on to something that just feels very content for you. And you just, I don't know, it just seems like you might be leaving behind anything that feels like materialistic based. Um, I feel like some of you guys are doing all the work, and everyone is really content with you doing this. And I don't know, sometimes I'm feeling someone is really keep using um, the betrayal as excuse for them to really be very, very, I'm feeling ugly. And I don't mean to say they're ugly, but they're just, I feel like their energy is just super controlling and self centered. And it's like no matter how much someone tries to like put effort into it, try to mend the relationship in some capacity with love and overabundance, it just seems like it just doesn't work out. So I feel like some of you guys, this is supporting you. Some of you guys are going through divorces and separations here, and this is supporting you. This is helping you. That's going anything that you might have to be going through with compassion, nurturing yourself. Okay, this is very, very important. Any old patterns, reactions, and behaviors, um, anything that you feel like you're unsafe emotionally, this is really a time to really embrace your wounded things that we've been through within and allow ourselves to feel safe and supported again so deep healing can occur. I feel like some of you guys are leaving situations um, that really hurt you, and it reminded you a lot about things that were wounded within yourself too. So I think that's the message that I have for you guys. Um, that's just a general reading. That won't apply for everybody. Again, if you want a personal reading, you can email me. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.